It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. Learning is not child's play, we cannot learn without pain. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right, and not what is established. Learning is an ornament in prosperity, a refuge in adversity, and a provision in old age. If things do not turn out as we wish, we should wish for them as they turn out. Whatever lies within our power to do lies also within our power not to do. It is of the nature of desire not to be satisfied, and most men live only for the gratification of it. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy as better than in actual life. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the other. The only stable state is the one in which all men are equal before the law. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire. It is not always the same thing to be a good man and a good citizen. I have gained this by philosophy. I do without being ordered what some are constrained to do by their fear of the law. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Whosoever is delighted in solitude, is either a wild beast or a god. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. The weak are always anxious for justice and equality. The strong pay no heed to either. The best friend is the man who in wishing me well wishes it for my sake. The self-indulgent man craves for all pleasant things, and is led by his appetite to choose these at the cost of everything else. Young people are in a condition like permanent intoxication, because life is sweet and they are growing. Happiness is a quality of the soul, not a function of one's material circumstances. Yes, the truth is that men's ambition and their desire to make money are among the most frequent causes of deliberate acts of injustice. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. A friend is a second self, so that our consciousness of a friend's existence makes us more fully conscious of our own existence. One swallow does not make a summer, neither does one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Men create gods after. All who have meditated on the art of governing mankind have been convinced that the fate of empires depend on the education of youth. With respect to the requirement of art, the probable impossible is always preferable to the improbable possible. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. We must be neither cowardly nor rash but courageous. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Wise men speak when they have something to say, fools speak because they have to say something. Without friends, no one would want to live, even if he had all other goods. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self.